Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making pork chop casserole in a Ninja Speedi. Alright, I'm starting out on my Ninja Speedi. I have it set on zero saute and it's hot. I'm going to add in a little bit of olive oil. Just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. And I have some boneless pork chops here. I'm going to get them in there and get them nice and browned up on both sides. We're not looking to cook them through. We just want to get them browned up. And I'm going to season them with some salt and pepper as they brown. Alright, now that my pork chops are brown and are set aside, I have 2 boxes of scalloped potatoes. These are the cheese packets. I have 5 cups of milk here. I warmed up in the microwave. And that took about 8 minutes because that's a lot of milk. I'm going to whisk in the 2 cheese packets real quick. It's going to make a nice cheesy sauce. There's one. And now the second one. Now you could do this in the oven. This was originally meant to be done in the oven, but I'm trying it out in Speedi because I just want to make it as easy as possible. Alright, now I have a 1 cup container of sour cream. I'm going to get that down in there. It's going to help make it nice and creamy. And I'm just going to whisk that in quick. Just want to be careful with that so you don't splash all over your kitchen. And then I have 2 10.5-ounce cans of cream of mushroom soup. They're going to go in. And these usually come out of the can pretty clean. I'm just going to whisk that for a minute till that starts to dissolve down in there. Okay, now in my Speedi, I'm going to take those 2 boxes of scalloped potatoes, the dried potatoes, and dump them down in here. And I wipe my Speedi out with some paper towel to get the excess grease out. And if you have just one or just 2 of you, you can cut this in half and make this a smaller portion. I'm going to dump that milk mixture down over the potatoes. And as you can see, I made a mess of my stove, but that'll be alright. I'll just wipe that up then. And I'm going to take the pork chops and I'm going to nestle them down in that. Give that a quick stir. Nestle them down into that mixture. Now that seems like a lot of liquid, but those potatoes as they cook, they will soak that up. You just want to get the pork chops down in there. Now I'm going to take a piece of foil and gently lay it over top of that. I'm just going to estimate the size here. That's good right there. Close my lid down. Make sure we're set on air fry, which we are. Alright, I'm going to turn the Speedi on. And I'm going to go to the bake roast setting. And I'm going to set my temperature at 400. It's the highest it's going to go. And I'm going to set this for 30 minutes. This should go at 425, but I think it'll be fine. Right, this took an additional 15 minutes because I couldn't cook it at 425 like you would in your standard oven. And I had to take that foil up because it kept sucking up tight to the heating element in the fan. I'm going to take some shredded cheddar cheese and I'm going to sprinkle some on top of this. Alright. And I have some French fried onions. We're going to take some of them and spread that on top of the cheese. And I'm just using 1 pack. This here is a 6-ounce pack. Let me pull that one out. Looks like a potato chip. I'm going to leave this on the bake roast setting at 400. And I'm going to give it 5 more minutes to crisp those onions up, to draw the oils out of them, and to melt that cheese. Guys, this went for 4 minutes. You can see the onions are nice and brown. The cheese is melted. It's ready to go. Let's go ahead and fix up a plate and see what we got. When you go to serve this, you're going to lose the french fried onions in the mix. You're not going to be able to keep them on top, but they're in there and the cheese is in there, so I garnish with some parsley. I'm going to start with the potatoes. Creamy, cheesy. Now, if I could have done anything different, I probably only would have used 4 cups of milk, maybe 3.5, even though the recipe called for 5. But I turned it to a nice creamy gravy, as you can see. Let me try a piece of this pork chop. But if you're in a rush, the Speedi isn't the way to go with this one, because it took an extra 15 minutes than it would in the oven, so I guess we'd call that the slowy. Alright, got a bite-sized piece here. See the pork chops cooked through. Pork chops tender, well seasoned, you get that nice cream sauce. Guys, that's really delicious. Pork chop casserole and a Ninja Speedi. Thanks for watching and supporting me, and remember, love what you eat and eat what you love.